Cody Rhodes does not need to explain his not at WrestleMania comment. In fact, it's better for storytelling if he doesn't. Welcome to SVS Wrestling on YouTube, SVS Wrestling Podcast by Silo Voice Studios. I'm Jason C. McLean. Okay, let's recap. It all started at the Royal Rumble. Cody Rhodes won his second consecutive Royal Rumble, pointed to Roman Reigns. We knew where we were going for the WrestleMania main event. Um, then Raw happens. CM Punk's injured. Uh, and Seth Rollins, the world champion, heavyweight champion, starts teasing that maybe Cody should go for him. SmackDown comes. Looks like Cody's going to pick Roman. And in a very fiery statement, he says, I'm coming for you, Roman Reigns, but not at WrestleMania. Everyone's stunned. The Rock music hits. The Rock's music hits. The Rock comes out. That's how the show goes off the air. And over that weekend, the wrestling community online, the internet wrestling community was up in arms. Well, some people were defending the decision. Other people were saying, no, Cody needs to finish his story. It kept building. It kept building. We had the We Want Cody Raw, where people were chanting Rocky sucks. People were wondering what was going to happen. Maybe The Rock was going to turn heel, and turns out we get to the press conference, uh, a, an artfully done press conference. As many would say, it was a major pivot because of fan reaction, with The Rock turning heel and Cody challenging Roman Reigns. And others would say the whole thing was a plan all along. Although I mostly believe I think it's a little bit of both. I think they had this as a contingency and they just wanted to test the audience. That's my opinion, because they dropped some hints earlier. Anyways, that's for another video. Um, Everyone's very happy, but people started wondering, how come Cody Rhodes said not at WrestleMania? That's the one part of this that didn't seem to add up. But no, now he's challenging Roman Reigns, and then we have him in he gives a promo in the ring on Monday Night Raw. Seth Rollins comes in. We're setting up possibly a tag match with Rollins and Rhodes versus Rock and Roman. But the one thing he didn't acknowledge or didn't even mention or try to explain is his quote, not at, I'm coming for you, but not at WrestleMania, end quote, statement on that SmackDown before The Rock came out and all this started. A lot of people have been kind of upset about this online. I've seen a lot of people, a lot of podcasters, a lot of people on X or Twitter or social media, people in the internet wrestling community, people who have very good opinions saying he has to acknowledge it in story. Now, it would be very easy for him to acknowledge it in kayfabe, in storyline. He could easily say something like, "Oh, I got some advice from The Rock. I thought he was talking. I thought he was giving me good advice, and he was helping me finish my story, and helping me take out part of the bloodline at WrestleMania. But then I heard him and Roman talking, and I realized I had been fooled, and he was just in it for himself. So that's why I came out and challenged Roman." That would be a good way to explain it, but I don't think Cody should explain it. In fact, I think it's better for kayfabe, for long-term storytelling, if he doesn't explain it. Why? Okay. People over the past several decades have come to realize that their wrestling, of course, is, well, the outcomes are predetermined, aspects of it are scripted, and kayfabe has not really been a thing. But now, either by either by plan or or they fell into it, the WWE has basically brought back kayfabe. They've done so by extending the storyline around at least one real world element. We all know why Cody said not at WrestleMania. It's because that was what he was told to say in the script, because Dwayne Johnson had joined the board of TKO, and the decision was that it would be Rock and Roman at WrestleMania. Or they were planning for it not to be that. But that, again, not going to get into that. That's really what happened. But effectively, by him not giving a kayfabe reason for him saying that line, it only leaves what happened in reality. Therefore, it therefore makes the reality, what really happened, part of the storyline and part of kayfabe. Essentially, kayfabe's back. It's just the story is not just what happens on screen in the ring. It's what happens behind the scenes too. Now, obviously, there are some real things that happen behind the scenes that aren't part of the story. But I've always liked the theatricality of wrestling. People call wrestling cinema, and these days it is, but it's also theater. It's always been very athletic, violent theater, which is what I've always loved about it. And we're breaking the fourth wall, but by including this aspect of reality in the storyline. It's the character, though, is not The Rock doing these machinations. It's Dwayne Johnson, not the real Dwayne Johnson, the character Dwayne Johnson on the board of TKO, which everyone knows is the parent company of WWE. He's basically he's making these things happen as a heel. And it's, by the way, The Rock is doing a great job as a heel. I'm really excited to see him as a heel. So whether they fell into it or not, they've now essentially brought back a really fun kind of kayfabe, which is maybe one of the reasons why this road to WrestleMania just got a lot more interesting than I even thought it would be. And I was really into it. I got back into wrestling recently. I was really excited for this road to WrestleMania, but it's just gotten that much better. Now, for all I know, Cody could end up giving a kayfabe reason for it. But if he does, I hope that he doesn't sell it, that he basically makes it look like the reason he said that was because he was told to say that by the people in the boardroom, the people running the scripts. Who knows? I mean, I'm recording this between Raw and SmackDown. This upcoming is the second SmackDown after the press conference, and we're in the year 2024. In case you're watching this video in 2050 and Roman Reigns is still the champion and Cody Rhodes is still challenging him, I mean, you're wondering what year it was, 2024. But yeah, 2024 might very well be the year that kayfabe came back unexpectedly in a beautiful way. I do Raw and SmackDown and WWE PLE reviews in written form at svsreviews.com/wrestling. You can follow me on X or Twitter at Jason C. McLean, also on Instagram, but X is the one where I actually talk about wrestling. You can follow SVS Reviews on Facebook, X, Instagram, and of course, you can like and share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications on YouTube, find the podcast wherever you get your podcasts, and catch you next time on the SVS Wrestling podcast and YouTube channel.